Hello and welcome to another fly tying session with your host Scott. In this session, this is going to be the first session of 2026. It's been far too long. I can't remember the last time I did a video. I think it was in September. It was that long ago. And my sincere apologies to my viewership. I've got plenty of excuses, although I don't like making excuses. And I will share the problems I've had with you guys as I tie the fly. This pattern has been shared with me by a friend of mine that I've recently met called Tim, and he's going to get full credit for it, down to the material, which is a unique material I've never used before, but it creates a very nice flesh egg, which is what this gentleman has called the pattern. Now, I met Tim at a fishery called Llandegla, and he was absolutely smashing the fish out of there, and we were struggling a bit, me and Ken, so we had a chat, and we ended up talking more than we did fishing, if I'm honest. We had a good chat with him, and we exchanged details, and I've met up with him. Ken hasn't met up with him yet, but I've met up with him a couple of times now at another fishery called Walgoch, where this fly has also done some damage. It's an extremely easy pattern to tie. I'm probably using the wrong hook, if I'm honest. I think you need to be using a wide gape blob hook, for this one. And there we are. Now, to tie the fly, I like to try and match the colour of the bead. So we're using a chartreuse thread for this one. However, the fly is predominantly orange. In the vise, we've got a size 10. B405. Like I say, if you're tying the Carp version, because it is going in the Carp playlist as well, because I've been doing very well on the Carp with it, I would use those, size 8 wide gape, which is proper Carp hook. They pick them up off the bottom in the winter. It's absolutely great sport. I've never known anything like it. It's something I've been learning for the last 4 years now, nearly, fly fishing for Carp. The other material we're going to need is a chartreuse bead, 3.2mm. I have come up with a way of doing these yourself. If you use the chartreuse UV nail polishes, you can actually paint your own beads. I'll cover that in another video, hopefully. And then the secret ingredient that I've been sworn to secrecy initially, and I have recently gained permission to share this, it's a material by a company called FNF Daphnia Fritz. It's an unusual material. It's not like your normal Fritz, and when it gets wet it looks very fleshy, and that's where the name flesh egg comes from. Nice, quick and easy pattern. Chartreuse threads in 8/0, if I haven't already mentioned. You could probably get away with a 6/0 with this pattern. We're going to come in fairly close to the bead and just get the thread started. Now, you may have noticed I am still using my old vise. Now, this is the reason why I've waited so long to do a video, because I'm supposed to be getting a new vise from FNF, and I've ordered it via a company called Glasgow Angling Centre, which basically supplies me with everything. Fly lines, rods, reels, all of my materials, hooks. I've bought everything off them, and I don't know what's going on, but something's been going on. I ordered the vise in November the 10th. As I write or film, it is January 4th 2026, and there's still no sign of this vise. So that's one of the reasons I've delayed filming. So I've had to repair this vise using a Dremel tool. I don't know whether you can notice the difference in the shape of the tip of it. And I've had to repaint it, which is extremely disappointing, but it's just to get me tying again. I am going to be emailing FNF rather than Glasgow Angling Centre tomorrow and just try and get an update on what the hell is going on, if you'll excuse my poor language. But as you can imagine, it's been nearly 3 months now and I'm not very happy. So there we are. So I've got the Jelly Fritz and I've stripped the end off. I haven't gone all the way to the bend of the hook with this one. I'm trying to keep some of the hook exposed. I'm going to tie that in with a loose turn and then take the thread back up to the bead. It's so quick and easy, this pattern. You're probably wondering, well, why haven't you done this already? It is basically a blob. It's a blob pattern really. But Tim has called it the flesh egg, and that's what we're going to call it. It is his pattern. He's getting all the credit for this one. I have caught quite a few trout with it, rainbows on the whole. And it has worked extremely well for me with carp fishing as well. I've used a different material for the carp version though, because I couldn't get the Jelly Fritz at the time. This is FNF Jelly Fritz in fluorescent apricot, and that's what's been doing the carp. So I've just built up some thread behind the bead just to stop it moving. And because this material's premium, I haven't actually cut it off the main bulk of it. I'm just going to wind it on as is. Brush it back. You want to do close turns with it. It's going to look an absolute mess when it's done, but it works. And that will probably do it. I might be able to get another turn in there actually. There we go. Yeah. You want to come in extremely tight with your thread, because as soon as you pull it, it'll try and turn around the hook like that. That's fine. Then I would probably suggest a rough pair of scissors. And try and get rid of some of the excess in front of the thread. Then push it back. Just to expose the eye. You want to get a bit of varnish. To put it on the thread. Get your whip finish tool. Whoops. And then whip finish it as best as you can. And trim away. Now it's up to you whether you continue to trim that. I think that bit's got to go there. That's a bit of the rope. That looks a lot better. There we go. When that gets wet, it basically looks like a very large salmon or trout egg. And there we are. That's the flesh egg. Nice and easy. Got back in the saddle. My apologies to my viewership for being off air for so long. I hope you like the new background, the pale blue. I think it looks better than grey. And thank you all very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.